4-Man Mods, and today we're going to continue with some interior pieces. I'm going to talk to you about what I did with this and why I did what I did, and kind of give you some helpful hints. So all the pieces that you see are cleaned up and restored to the best of my ability. And a couple things here to note is a lot of these older cars, all these older AE86s, they smell like an 80s car. And part of that is the carpet. It's a little worn out, gets a lot of nasty stuff in it. Pull it out and wash it. We don't have that detail, but maybe you'll see that in a future video. And the other thing is dust, and dust gets everywhere. I mean, over the 20 or so years, you get dust behind all your plastic pieces, behind your dash, everywhere. So if you're doing a restoration, if you want to clean your car up, if you want to change the color of the interior, or you want to restore it, my best practice, my best advice is to pull your pieces out like this. Be careful pulling them out. A lot of them are hard to come by, hard to replace. We only broke, I think, one on the teardown video. Pull them out, scrub them down with just some sponge, water, Dawn dish soap, wipe them down and dry them, and then get yourself some interior dye. You can pick some of that up at Advanced Auto or AutoZone. Whatever color you want. I went with just a flat black. Put a couple coats on it, get yourself one of the pistol grip spray candle gun attachments, and then you get pieces that look like this. And this is an original piece, and it looks, as you can see, pretty good for its age. It covers up any of the scratches and imperfections that show up over the years, and then you snap it back into place. It's going to look like a 1980s interior, plasticky and whatnot, but it's going to look better. So you can do that for these hard plastic pieces. That's great. It looks good. Something else you can do is with your rubber mud flaps. You can restore these the same way. Just pull them off, clean them real good, get all the dirt off of them, and then just go ahead and put a primer down on this, some kind of good enamel primer. Let it sit for 24 hours. Coat it with whatever color you want. Let it sit for another 24 to 48 hours, and then put a nice good clear coat on it. You might want to get some spare parts if you have the ability to test color fastness and how the end product is going to look. Because if you mess something like this up, you'd have trouble finding replacements. So these turned out pretty good. We're going to try to get these back in the car, try to get all the other parts back in the car. There's a bunch more of them in the house. And move forwards with this. So here we go.
Oh good. Well, on Panda Mods today we're going to install some plastic pieces on your Toyota Corolla. To do this, you're going to have to move this thing out of the way like that. You get it lined in kind of like this. Don't do what I'm doing right there. Get it lined in like that. And just kind of hit it in place like so. Now look at that! These nice redot black A-pillars look real fine like on the inside. Perfect!
Alright, so speaker cover, pretty straightforward. All you gotta do is get these lined up, snap in like so, and you got 1, 2 screws at the bottom, and that's reattached, and doesn't that look real nice? Now there is going to be a little bit of a color difference because obviously I didn't pull the dash out of this, dye it, but it's not going to be bad enough, and if I get a little bit of shine on the dash, or just clean it up because it hasn't been cleaned in a couple months, it'll look pretty close. Alright, so we're getting ready to put in door sills. Same process for restoring those, but before I do that, and anytime you are going to put a piece over a painted part, either you would clean it and put a coat of wax on it so it stays good and fresh and protects it against rust and corrosion and all that stuff as best as possible, but this car is just repainted, so I'm a little leery about putting any kind of permanent sealant like wax on it. So we have some detail spray from Adams and a awesome microfiber mitt from Detailer's Domain. Pick up all your detailing supplies there, and all you want to do is just kind of mist right along the sill. Take your rag and just wipe it down nice and good. And grab your sill, get it in place, nice and nice. And then I picked up a number of new and cleaned up a bunch of used clips. Lock them in, then you just do your seconds. Your middle. I got this piece nice and installed. So that looks pretty good. I'm pretty happy with that. Yeah. Okay, so as you can see here, the radio bezel. We're going to put that on here. When I got the car, the radio in it was bad. on a few things that didn't work, and I replaced it with a navigation head unit that tilts out. Kind of nice, doesn't exactly fit the car's period, but I mean, look at that, it's pretty good, huh? So it's got 2 screws. I can't really see this side that well, but we'll get it going. Get this first one in place here. And this one down here. Just like so. And then you do the same thing on the other side and tighten it up. And it's starting to look more like a car without any of the important pieces. Alright, so we'll get our center console kind of mocked up here before we start tightening everything down. And that should kind of look something like this. Pull that carpet up in there nice and tight. And then you're just gonna slide this down and over your e-brake. And right back in place. And then you'll lower it in. And it should all come together. Boom! We're almost ready for some awesome skids, as a competitive show would say. Is it really a competitive show? No? Okay, I've just been informed it's not a competitive show, but we're almost ready for some skids, as another YouTube automotive web series might say, that you guys may or may not watch. We're ready to start filming again.
Well, we've been filming.
Good. Welcome back. Installation was very simple. I had all the screws right where I left them. Didn't hit my head on the steering wheel about 15 times. And this is all assembled correctly now. Seriously, it is. But more pieces. We're going to keep putting more plastic back into the car. More plastic. More dots. Alright, welcome back. We're going to try something with the C-pillars that may not work out right. So back before I was doing poor man mods, I bought myself a Techno Two-Way Tuning C-pillar bar. Pretty much just connects back here in the hatch to 2 bolt holes, and bam, it gives some rigidity, or it's supposed to give some rigidity to the hatch back of the car. It works well. I mean, I couldn't really tell the difference at the time, but it's nice having it. It was a cheap piece. Wasn't terribly expensive. Mike's gone ahead and painted it a nice pearlescent white, but that's not what we're talking about. Our problem is our plastic C-pillars that look real nice, they're supposed to go here and line up something like, or reverse of that, like this, boom, are covering the bolt holes. So originally my fix for this was simply not to run these, but that kind of sucked because you could see the inside of the car's frame and you could see some wiring work, and I just didn't like it. It kind of took away from the fit and finish of the car. So what we're going to try is use this tool, which is generally used to fix a tire puncture. You can push this into the tire and make it a larger hole and shove fix a flat repair into it. To punch a hole through the C-pillar, I know a lot of you 86 guys out there might have cringed, to try and give us a reference point so we can create a hole in the C-pillar plastic that will allow our pan bar to bolt right through it and give us a nice clean look here at the end. So what we're going to do, as best as we can, is line this tool up best we can with where that bolt hole is. And I have to have this mocked on here, so only with 1 clip and 1 screw. Just get going, and then start pushing, and give yourself a little bit of a heart attack, whether you're gonna get this right or not. And I think I'm off a little bit. I am, but it's still in the right vicinity, so it's going to move over about a millimeter or 2. I'll have a look here, see where we're at. That should be it. Yep. So we punctured this right through. I'm not sure if you guys can really see that. And the good news now is that we have a center point on where the bolt should go when this is installed. So now all we have to do is take this hole here and drill out with a 1-inch hole saw around it so that the support bar fits flush through that. We'll put our bolts through it and it'll look nice and clean, finished product. So we're going to try to get that done. And we'll break it through right now. Boom, nice clean cut. We will get the trace fibers on the side there taken care of and get our bar put through that. Alright, so after some finagling, we got it.